again.
Yes, I was about to say. Sounds like we should get back to it then.
You should follow the image I posted.
You posted an image somewhere? Oh,
DD.
over in
Yeah, it was 3 minutes ago.
Excellent. All right. I can close this.
That it was, and it looks like Pizza wasn't able to come.
Don't stand there. Violet, come on. No. Violet,
Oh,
no. Violet.
I am the
Violet.
human. Obey your human.
Violet, come on.
Could someone tag Pizza real quick just to make sure that she's gone? I assume she is, but I figure there's no harm in just double checking.
Pretty dog. What's its name?
It's Violet.
Well, we're mods. It's okay. We can double tag.
Everybody do it. Everybody tag. Tag him and back.
Violet. Come on, Violet. I need more gym badges.
We need to bag the pizza.
She's too high level.
She is really old.
I think that's happened to me exactly once.
Yeah.
I had a level 10 that was traded, and I brought it to the second gym. And while I was fighting the gym trainers to get to the gym leader, I accidentally leveled it up to 11. And I'm like, no, it's useless.
I've done that.
I think the only time I've done that was when I think traded in an Aeron to Soul Silver so I can play through the game with that. Because Aeron's the best.
This was like just about the only
Playing,
thing that was good against
you should get a level 100 traded in, so that way it doesn't matter if it acts.
Even if it obeys you like 10% of the time.
Yeah, it's gonna win.
This is why I should totally play Crystal Clear. That's why you won't have that issue.
All right. So I take it Pizza hasn't responded.
No.
No response.
Okay.
Pizza pasta.
We will.
Is in a box.
We'll go ahead and proceed forward, and if Pizza shows up, all the better.
There's a box just set aside just for her.
Okay. There's got to be
Right.
a box in this house here somewhere. We can put pizza in.
So
Next to the hands.
So to
no.
pick up where we left off, but there's a second story to this building, but it's surprisingly ungruesome.
I thought you said there wasn't a second story.
Are you filling it, SOC?
Stop lying.
Why you always lie?
Okay, we climb up the stairs.
So after Saya's departure, well, near departure, she's poking out just a little bit there.
Science.
It's more like the backside of science.
You gotta turn around a bit. 90 degrees.
Where is it? Where's the science?
Ingenuity.
That's 180
The
degrees.
backside of science.
There it is.
Oh, there's
I got it.
So, what do you guys do? Where do you go?
Well, what did Corvine decide?
Carvine's gonna look at Dandy, who's presumably still next to her.
Yes. Mechanically, he's still next to her.
Staying with Vesper.
Yes.
Vesper, what are you doing?
Vesper's rolling on the floor.
I think
At the speed of sound.
there's too much at stake right now. I'll have to decide again later.
Sai did
And she
bring up valid points.
Yes. We still need to bring down the Gray Skies, or what's left of them.
She puts her foot quick on.
Oh my god, it's a ghost!
Oh no! Sai,
no.
look behind you.
Oh, he got revived!
Oh, no.
No!
Must have just imagined it.
I got rid of him.
Some nice spooky things down there.
Okay.
Sorry,
My specialty.
I probably shouldn't have sidetracked like that.
Now there really is a ghost.
Sorry, you're getting the attack.
So, Corvine, you
Killing
put
me.
your cloak back on?
Yeah.
Okay. And then?
Dandy,
Yes.
where are we going now?
We should return to the snow, not the Noble Dawn, the Snow Dawn.
Return to the House of Noble Dawn.
We'll return to the Noble Dawn, where everything is weird and made of random animals.
The pipe fox will know what to do.
You shall.
Alright, so you guys are heading to Snowdon then?
Mm-hmm. You should at least
Alright.
let them know that Vesper is okay.
So we tagging in? Teleport?
Mm-hmm. Everyone get close. Actually,
If
Everyone
Sai is
get close
walking,
over
how
here.
long will it take for her to get there?
You are at the southern end of town. It will take you the lion's share of a day to make that trek.
Fun.
In fact, you
And
are...
She even mentioned teleporting, and nothing came up.
In fact, the
As a
closest
matter of fact,
land-
2 things she said just got reversed right now.
She comes walking back. I got time.
the-
Does the ungulate equivalent of giving the bird and goes back away?
I mean,
hello, I am the bird.
Hello.
well, I'm pretty sure the one here can give the bird might be the bird. Although Cyhog might be able to fudge it.
I raised my wings up alarmingly.
So,
Ah,
just give him a middle talon. Unless you have 4 of them.
Just do a hand, do a hoof stand.
It's gotta be, yeah. It's gotta be the
So-
a rear foot bird.
So, Sae,
At that point, you're just mooning them.
Sae,
Yeah.
roll me a perception check, would you? I'm aware you have an absurdly high passive perception, so this seems warranted.
You did it. No, you
19?
19 plus 0.
I don't know why it does the +0 for skills.
Well, I was noticing last night that some skills
It's
were
for
in all
crits.
caps and some weren't.
It's supposed to be for crits, but you don't crit on skills.
Don't mind me while I'm sending.
Mysterious typing.
I become one with.
Now, of course, you are free to do with that information as you please, but that is information that you gain all the same.
We're back to back. And belly to belly.
And
There's no
Okay.
undead info.
and
Can we have a living jamboree?
Can we have a living skeleton? Can I have a living body?
and we will go ahead and head over to Snowdon then.
You didn't let me do what I was going to do, but okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, what were you gonna do?
My
Yes.
word. So I was measuring for a reason.
Oh, fair enough.
But what are you gonna do when they come for you?
Yes.
Bad deer, bad deer.
What's up? What's up, Sai? What you doing?
At the mention of a teleport, Sai makes a mad dash back into the room. Right across the table, just slows down, catches her breath, and is now glaring at Sandy.
I thought you couldn't do this again today.
What?
Well, we decided against it because we have other things that we need to do first.
No. This is teleport.
Hmm?
How many times have you used your... What was
How?
it again? Scrunchy.
Yeah, how many times have you used your scrunchie today, Dandy?
I don't remember. How many? How many has it been?
At least one.
Yeah, we teleported to
think
the Hall of
it might have
Justice.
been
That's
two.
the only one I remember.
Yeah, I think
I think
still
we
have-
may have teleported to Snowdon, but I don't remember. But you have at least one left.
well then I say that. I still have one left.
Yeah, fine. She approaches the group and stays with it.
For one, I gave her I put a hoof on her shoulder. And then we teleport.
So yeah, did we teleport to Snowdon? Or did we walk to it? I don't remember.
Well, you went to Snowdon separately, didn't you?
I mean,
Yeah,
Baiguang has been
we did.
sleeping there, so
Well,
I don't know about
for all
Dandy.
intents and purposes, we'll say, since we're not sure how many teleports there are, we'll say that we should...
I know. I just realized it's one. Now two. This is now my second today.
Ah, okay. And we had a week beforehand, so...
I heard someone laughing. Go on.
All right.
Calm down, Titus.
You guys...
Oh, the Naga needs to get out of here.
You guys arrive back into the teleportation chamber of Snowdon, and the customary servant who attends it looks up, and at this point is more or less kind of gotten used to you guys. Not super fond of the idea of...
Stop, I'm a predator. Oh.
Is not super fond of the idea of like non-high-end nobility using the teleporter, but nobles will do what nobles do, I guess. I don't get them, but or be it for me to turn away the guests. Be it for me to turn away the guests. Just
Except
make
the
sure,
noble is using the teleporter.
make sure to wipe your hooves or something.
Especially
yeah, I
Dandy,
saw-
after touching that
Yeah.
hoof.
Ugh.
Oh, also after bloodying his wool, literally, with other people's blood.
But yes, arriving is fairly non-eventful, and the servant opens the door, allowing you to leave, and essentially
Actually, I
inquire-
just realized, or it's like all.
You just
Actually-
realized what?
Cut
That's
out.
part of the way of going about it.
He stores all his bloody weapons in his wool.
Ah, yes.
Clean those.
I should
Um,
do that, but there's no time.
They'll rust.
A slight recension? Is that a word?
Rescind.
Anyways, rescending a little bit. I don't think
Rescinding.
recension is a word, but that's not the point.
Recede or ascend?
Rescind.
So when you pop in, the servant it looks at a lot of you and a little surprised and sort of, okay, I guess. Welcome again. What is your business today?
Espen? Where is Espen?
I believe Espen should be in his chambers.
I also have a scry to know the results of.
Do you remember who performed the scry for you?
I believe Dawn did, though I'm not sure if she gave it to someone else, because she had
Oh.
other business.
Yes, she stepped out for the time being. I will speak. Hold on, brain is farting.
Her husband?
Oh no, your brain should have less Taco Bell.
That's unhealthy.
I shall
see.
speak to Master Snowleaf and let him know that you are here. I presume he knows more about this. And I will send word to Espen. If you would mind, if you all wouldn't mind waiting in the main audience chamber, we should be with you shortly.
Also tell him that one mission has been safe.
One more
Vesper
time, Dandy.
Iris.
You cut out.
Tell him that Vesper Iris is now safe and
He
Yeah.
nods.
And if you could, when you speak to Espen, tell him that a noble may be in need of his help.
He tilts his head a little bit at the cryptic nature of that message, but says nothing. And he will lead the lot of you, ever so very politely, to the audience chamber, and then speak to a couple other servants, and they all split off.
they're gonna make you jackal, Vesper. That could not stand.
After a moment,
turns to Corvine and just mutters, "As I said, I don't admire it, but it does come in handy."
She nods.
Bless you.
What?
Bless you.
It can come in handy.
What does?
After several moments, a couple of servants come in, almost nearly simultaneously. The first to come in says, "Yes, Master Snowleaf will see you now." And the second one comes in, "Yes, Master Snowdawn will see you now." The two servants sort of look at each other, and they sort of shrug, and then just sort of look at the group like, "You all figure it out."
Is it time to split the party?
I don't know.
It's time to split the party.
I'll definitely go to Espe.
I'm going to have to ask you to come for me later. I
Me?
should. No, she's talking to the servant. First
There's two
Snowleaf.
servants.
The Snowleaf one. Context.
Andreas. Baiguang tells Corvine, you see if they've found your father. I will talk to Espen
Just
with whoever wants to come.
make sure that nothing bad happens.
He nods solemnly.
Sai looks toward Baiguang and says,
Check to see if there are further updates on the script. I am going with Corvine.
Further updates on what?
She's talking about the
The split.
The
no,
list.
not
Oh.
no. She's talking about the code that they were trying to
Oh,
decode.
the script.
Oh,
Yeah.
script. Okay.
Sure thing. Oh, and out of character, I should mention Sai Hong has been put away.
Very good. All right. So, Baiguang and Dandy are heading to Espen, and Corvine and Sai are heading towards Andres. Is that correct?
Amber is doing whatever
Is,
Amber is doing.
Is Vesper following Dandy?
Yes.
Corvine's slightly
Alright.
reluctant to, but yeah, she's doing it.
All right. Is there anybody who wants to go first?
I admit I'm curious about True Heart.
So you want me to go first?
Okay, we can go for that.
Okay.
I have no preference which order we go in.
I don't have a preference, but you said something, so I apparently have a preference now.
I mean, I could fish for Hot Pocket, but here we go.
Danny, do you have a preference one or the other?
What?
Do you have a preference one way or the other?
I think
For
goes
what?
first.
Well, now that there's a Hot Pocket at stake,
There's no way. It's almost done. I don't care.
that's the highest stakes anybody has presented.
A Hot Pocket?
But does the Hot Pocket have steak in it? That's the question.
Anyway,
Just pepperoni.
just answer the question.
Yes.
I'm
Do you have a-
going first.
Okay.
Okay, finish your Hot
Here.
Pocket in peace.
Yeah.
Here's your
What?
Hot
What do
Pocket.
you think I'm eating a Hot Pocket?
No,
No, I am.
Midnight is.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. We'll we'll head off to Espen then, and maybe provide some context of what's going on.
Well, I mean, you're a nerd, so obviously you eat Hot Pockets, Cactus.
So, the two of you are led down, and Espen is, as opposed to being busy, he actually sort of seems to, when you walk in, sort of looks at the two of you with that sort of like anticipation of someone who's been waiting for someone to show up, and makes his way over. Yes, yes, you're good to see you're back. He looks over. Oh, Vesper, you're looking very drained.
I've had better days. It's good to see you.
He furrows his brow a bit and examines Vesper up and down. Looks intently into his eyes, kind of like a doctor would.
Danny's like, don't. Danny's really concerned about him looking.
About him what?
He's seen what's in there.
Huh. Mr. Iris, are you familiar with do you realize that your magic reserves have actually been removed from you? I assume you are.
I didn't want to bring anything up. We had other things happening at the time.
I mean, they'll naturally replenish, of course. It's just fascinating.
Removed?
Well, drained is a more accurate way of describing it. Imagine a sponge full of water and someone just rang it and all the water came out.
Will it come back?
Yes, that's what I said. It'll naturally replenish itself. It's just until then.
Danny looks relieved.
Until then, I think rest is probably the best remedy for this. Although I might be able to hobble something else. I might be able to hobble something together if push come to shove. Well, anyways, you called for me, yes?
Yes, we did. You mentioned after examining that deer hybrid, I suppose, if it had been more fresh, you may have been able to separate them cleanly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how fresh you would require, but while we were out retrieving Vesper, our group did encounter another such creature that seemed more coherent and
His eyes
retained
light
its
up.
personality.
Oh, and it retained its personality, did it?
Yes, it was speaking.
Did you slay it?
We did not.
Ooh, excellent.
It got away, but I think we would be able to track it down again.
Oh, wait, is it loose in the city?
We believe it does not pose a danger currently, but if we brought it to you, do you think you would have a chance of saving it, as it were?
Well,
She mentioned she was this way for 2 years.
2 years?
Yes.
He looks at Baiguan saying, basically says, should I tell him who she is? Actually, he'll message that, though Espen will probably notice it because big point to person and not speak.
Yeah. He looks up and raises an eyebrow, but says nothing.
What does he respond, Baiguan?
Baiguang says, I hesitate to tell him that we made a deal with her, but we could say that she indicated that she's a noble.
He points again. Noble, should we tell him she's a Grace guy? Is he in the message?
Gotta answer,
What's your response?
gotta answer the hard
Response is over.
questions.
I suppose that's my response. Is
Danny says she was once a Grace guy.
Espen stops. What did you just say?
She was one of the original Grace guys. She was forced into this by her brother.
Yes, I actually recognized her as Tanya Gray Sky,
Who?
who you
Wait,
If this is in jest, this is a poor jest indeed.
oh, she mentioned that Oystein answered to an entity named Zeeg.
He
Apparently, some sort of goat.
shakes his head. I don't know any creature or entity by that name.
he seems to be the one in charge of combining ungulates with other creatures.
I should like to talk to him.
He doesn't sound like someone who's up for any sort of conversation.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, he sounds like a guy that would eat your head off.
Then again, anyone who's willing to do that, he gestures back towards the creature in the cage. Probably doesn't really have much by way. Doesn't have much by intellect left, anyways.
Or any by way of, manners, I suppose.
Throwing shade at your own character.
I was gonna use the word humanity, but I'm not sure what the ungulate version of that would be. So,
Animality.
I guess.
No.
I'll just cut that part.
So, anyways, Espen. But you said Tonya Graysky?
Yes.
I was. And you said Oystein turned her into this?
Yes. He's a monster. We saw him transform and murder Duke Winterfrost before our very eyes.
Do you realize?
It seems like she was convinced to take this form, but regrets it.
You do realize the weight of the accusations you're weighing?
I wouldn't be saying it if I didn't know it were true.
We have spoken to Lord and Lady Snowleaf about this matter.
Have you? Well, then I shall speak to them myself. That said, let's assume for a minute that this insane proposition that this bizarre gossip you commoners have dreamed up is remotely true, which I'm sure it isn't. You're telling me that somehow Tonya Graysky has become one of these creatures, is in control of her faculties, and is somewhere in the city. Am I hearing this correctly?
Yes.
That about sums it up.
And if you don't believe us commoners, ask the noble who saw it.
I will admit it has been a couple years since we've seen any of the Grayskies outside of well, and his mother. But his poor mother isn't what she used to be. Especially after he pauses for a second. It's alright, never mind. Right. Well, if what you're saying is true, I don't know. I have no sense of reference, because I have no idea how long this creature was like this. I would have to see her, and if I could examine her, then maybe. But he shakes his head. These accusations you make are...
Would you be willing to perform the operation on her?
I'm willing to look at her. And if what you're saying is true, then I will do what I can to help. It never hurts to reign in favor from the other houses.
At this point, I don't believe that the Grayskies will favor you.
Yes, I'm sure.
Guang gives Dandy a sidelong look.
Forgive me. What was your name again?
Dandy.
Yes. Forgive me, Dandy, but I don't think you quite understand how nobility works in Rain. But of course you don't. But that said, I've been making some progress.
Dandy almost raises his hoof up for a clap, but then decides against it.
Oh,
As
dear.
I said, I've been working on the cipher, and I think I've made some good progress. I just need to... He walks over and picks it up. Vesper, since you are here, could you do me a favor? I think I figured out a couple of symbols here. I think this symbol is a D, and this one over here is a W? Could you double check to make sure that's what I'm thinking it is?
Of course. Let me just roll my intelligence check.
Indeed.
Is that what I should roll?
Yes.
No, clearly you should just cast the the language spell, and be like,
Hang on, I know exactly. I know exactly who the person is.
Just flat intelligence.
Add your proficiency bonus.
Oh, it's gonna be a big number.
Rude.
You're proficient in intelligence.
Oh.
I mean, it takes a moment, but thankfully Espen is pretty thorough with his notes, so though it takes you a few moments to piece it together, it does seem he's correct.
You're a little slow with the cryptograms.
I mean, to be fair, ciphers aren't your field of study.
Crypto quips.
Also, you're kind of out of shape right now.
Well,
Good,
Out of
all
sorts.
things considered.
Mm-hmm.
wait. How's it 9? Do you have a 4 proficiency? Should we all have 4 proficiency?
Because magic.
No.
No, it's 3.
No, he has a 4 proficiency.
He's higher
Because
level.
magic.
Oh yeah, he's higher level. That's true.
It's magic.
So
One
So
more
yes,
level, I think we get +4.
yes, he is correct.
Yes, everything seems to be in place here.
Ah, excellent, thank you. In that case, let me put this together, and then he pauses for a second. Puts it down, starts scribbling furiously on a piece of paper nearby. You begin to see beads of sweat appearing on his forehead. His eyes grow slightly more frantic.
What's wrong?
Oh, I must have made an error. I hope I made an error. By the prophet, please let it be an error. He looks back. Are you sure? I was right.
No.
Are you absolutely certain? I was correct.
Quite certain, yes.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I figured out one of the names on the list.
Tell us now.
Dag Snowdawn.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Danny, like, wait, cue the Metal Gear sound.
Hmm?
Dag? No, it's okay.
How would they even? How'd that even work? How would they even
Well,
restrain him?
he starts like tapping his head furiously. But why?
Oh, Danny lights up. Oh no, where has he been? Where
When was
is
the
he
last
right
time
now?
we saw him? Or you saw him?
Well, he last time I heard he was heading to the Gray Sky estate, and then he was heading to the arena for something afterwards. Apparently,
Danny, I was there. I was there when he was leaving. I was going up to meet him, but
How long ago was this?
this was a week ago. Around what? Around.
and now I
when-
think about it, it's been almost a week since I've seen him, which isn't unusual, but he looks down at the list. He looks up at the Baigong and Dandy. I would never have asked this of commoners, but I'm suddenly very, very, very worried. You you guys left the transcription with Snowdog, correct? Of the Book of Happy.
Did we?
The Book of Happy was burned.
Yeah, the transcription.
Yes,
Oh, the transcription?
thereof.
I think one of those transcriptions may have been given to Snowdown, though, or was it given to Ba? I don't remember which.
I think Ba.
Ba.
Yeah. Looks,
Look, Dag is a dear friend of mine. I would go out and rescue him even if you didn't ask me.
well, I'm sure he's fine. Could you head down to the arena and see if everything's all right?
All right.
I'm sure everything's fine. Tag will be fine. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with him.
Yeah.
Yes. Come with me, please. I don't mean I'm not sure what you're up to, but if you could just do this post haste, I would have greatly appreciate it.
He rushes off. He
Be
does
safe,
give
Andy.
he's
Yes, Andy.
he rushes on.
Okay.
And
Uh,
everyone tells him to be safe.
He looks back with Vesper and tells him to be safe.
He pauses and he turns to the two. Could you two come with me? I'm not comfortable leaving people in my my study alone.
Of course.
Of course.
While I'm up ahead, and I quickly whisper to him, don't look at me like a commoner again. You hear me? I'm doing this for you, and for me. Mostly me, but also for you.
You're saying this to Espen?
Yes.
Are you messaging him?
No, I'm whispering.
He-
I could.
He doesn't seem to offer much of a reaction. Whether it's because he's ignoring you or because he's panicking, it's hard to tell. But either way, there's not much of a reaction.
It'll sink in later.
And with that, we're gonna go ahead and switch over to Corvine and Saye. I assume you finished your Hot Pocket midnight.
A long
No.
time ago.
Marvelous. And I assume it was most delicious.
He's
Yes.
feeling it. He's not eating it.
I mean, I don't know why anyone would ever find pepperoni to be delicious, but to each their own.
Yeah, she eats it like an Astamoy.
I mean,
She
Pepperoni.
She just
Like-
like holds it in her arms and.
whoever likes pepperoni has broken taste buds, and I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
Anyway,
I digress.
can you stop that?
Corvine is offended that you don't like pepperoni.
But yes, let us get back on track. Sorry.
Pepperoni is Corvine's favorite food.
The two of you arrive into Dawn and Andres' chambers, and a couple of servants let you in. The sheets around the bed are drawn, but nevertheless, Andreas' voice comes out. Yes. Welcome.
What's the news?
Oh, Miss Winterblood, sorry. They failed to inform me who exactly it was that came here to see me.
It's fine. I just need to know.
Well, with my wife having gone off, she's left the ritual solely in my hooves. I'll be dealing with it in just a moment. Take a seat, please.
She nods and does so.
Sai's still going to remain standing.
There's a moment later, and there's a moment later as he finishes up an incantation, and then there's a poignant silence. About whoever's typing, we can hear you.
Look, this is within expectations.
Oh, okay. Miss Winterblood,
Yes.
I've located your father.
Where?
He is within the cells of the Gray Dawn or Gray Sky Estate.
What condition is he in? How many guards? Anything helps.
I was not able to get that information. I was not. We were canvassing most of the city, so those sort of specific that sort of specific information we were unable to glean.
She starts getting up.
Well, she did delay, as she promised.
Miss Winterblood,
Yes.
come,
What?
come hither, please. This will take but just a moment.
She walks forward.
He slips out a piece of paper. Give
reads
this.
Yeah.
Give this to the attendant there. It appears to be a series of sigils.
This will allow me access.
You must not be seen, Miss Winterblood.
She nods.
Now go. Time is of the essence.
Okay. She leaves then. Immediately.
Saya does not yet. Before she leaves the door,
Saya walks over and stabs the guy.
yeah, she walks over and says,
Bed.
"Yeah, no,
Um,
no." She speaks up and asks a question. Just in case I do not get back within the next couple days, do you have the capabilities to, what's the term? Top up this ring in the power it has?
my wife has instructed me how it works, so yes.
Then if you could. It is just in case.
Once you've concluded with this business, come to me. I'll see to it.
She nods. And departs.
All right. So, time-wise, Corvine and well, where are you heading, Corvine?
Yeah, I'm gonna head to Espen probably. Because I
Espen?
know that's where the rest of the party is.
Fair enough. Then, in that case, when you get down to Espen's chambers, it appears to be empty.
No, I was told that Espen would be here.
Oh no, he doesn't like people being in there without him.
Sorry, doesn't give a care.
Zero cares given.
Where's the assistant?
So, Corvine's gonna walk up to the cage. Since nobody's here. And
thing-
she's
Except
going
Sae.
to look at it to try and figure out what's going on in its mind, if anything.
Nobody that's going to tell her no, don't get close.
So, the thing inside, as mentioned before, is mostly reindeer are attached to mostly a large spider. And the eyes of the reindeer, there's a few eyes in the spider as well, but both the eyes of the spider and both the eyes of the reindeer are as vacant as essentially the sky. There's some movement every once in a while, and you see a small bit of food nearby, at least near the reindeer. But beyond that,
So, I'm assuming the food is like reindeer food.
it's some golden oats, yeah.
Okay.
And from behind, say probably saw this a moment before it happened, but from behind, can I help you?
Yes, do you know where Espen and Dandy and Bagwan are?
Oh, they ran off to the teleportation circle, I believe.
Okay. If you wish, take us there, otherwise I know the way.
I know the way too. Not my first time down here.
Say, just out of curiosity, do you have your hood up?
At the moment, yes, she does, because when she was leaving earlier to get away from the rest of the party, she had her hood up. She
Okay.
hasn't taken it down since.
She looks between the two of you. I got nothing better to do. And she trots out of the room.
Okay, then Corvine follows.
Sorry, follows behind. Oh, ow, oh.
All right. Switching the camera back, you guys arrive at the circle, and Espen hurriedly changes some of the sigils. Yeah, that should get you to the arena.
The arena?
They.
No. I'm changing camera. I'm switching back to Dandy and Baiguang.
Oh, okay.
He's not sending you guys to the arena.
Suddenly, Corvine jumps through the portal.
Fight.
Are we splitting the party completely?
As Espen hurriedly arranges the sigils, that should get you to the arena. You'll probably need to go. Go down to the Warriors pit. I'm sure they would know where he is if he's there. But he looks up. He looks at the three of them. The three of you. Just in case, though, just to be safe. He pulls out a. Give me a second here.
Sending stone?
No.
Wand of Wishes?
He pulls out a small little orb and hands it to Vesper. That's a lovely experiment from our beautiful matriarch. I think you might be able to draw power from it if you need to. It should work, I think.
Wait, didn't he already give this to us?
No, this is a different thing. This
Oh.
orb is a light blue color.
He's got a lot of
might-
different orbs that he hands
You
out.
might
Yes.
say
There's the
pearlescent.
red orb, the pink orb,
Many different
crystal
orbs.
orb.
You might say it's a pearlescent orb.
And the reason I'm handing it to you, Mr. Iris, is I'm sure you're fine, Mr. Baudelaire. But I would feel much better if all three of you went. Just be safe.
Baguang nods and says, "We'll let you know what we find out."
Thank you, thank you. He activates the circle. No. Go on, quickly, please.
I was muted.
Well,
Oh,
Oh dear. Why would you do that?
Vesper, are you okay? Are you okay if you thing after all of this?
I
Will you be all right?
should be fine if we're just checking up on them, on Dag.
I have a feeling we aren't.
Dag, yo.
Just if anything anything happens, stay close to me.
You know, it's
Unless I'm threatened in danger, in which case stay far away. from me. Does he laugh he said that in character, by the way. Does Vesper give a chuckle?
Yes, in character. Will you
all right.
Will you inform Miss Winterblood where we've gone?
What? Yes, of course. So the three of you step through? Excellent. And you guys vanish.
Oof.
And not a second or two later, Corvine, the Corvine and Sai, you arrive at the teleportation circle. with Dag sort of, or not Dag,
Yeah, he's
saved.
He's safe.
Espen sort of worryingly staring over it.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if it was just activated?
Sure.
Good job.
Maybe. Of course, maybe Espen's just being Espen and being a weirdo. Probably just being a weirdo.
Espen, I thought you were in down there, over there.
Oh, sorry. Yes, yes, well, you see, your companions, I sent them on to do a quick errand. They won't be gone long.
Wait, you did what?
Quick errand.
Yes. There's just a little something they need to take a look at. I'm sure everything's fine. Can I help you?
We need to. He promised to me.
What are they doing?
Oh, don't worry. It doesn't concern you. It's just some Snow Dawn affairs.
What are they doing?
He sort of seems taken aback. Mind your manners, young lady.
Look. We're going to save someone.
Oh. That's nice? I take it you came here for a reason.
We were expecting... scrying reason. We were expecting a full group to be here when we returned.
Oh. Well...
Which is why I asked, there's a vent.
Well, if you must know, then you went off to the arena.
This is no time for the games.
Why?
Would Baiguang have had time to grab some paper to scribble a note on the way?
Not really. Espen was in a pretty desperate hurry.
Fair.
Oh. Take us as close to the Great Sky's state as the teleport circle can without putting us in it.
He sort of hesitates a minute.
I need to rescue my father.
Well, do you have any ordnance I could use? Or sorry, do you have any sigils I could use?
I don't think I do I?
Well, they're those sigils that Andreas handed you.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant. For some reason, I was thinking of just like a paper full of house insignias.
Oh. Sorry.
Or like telling
probably
someone to do something.
Probably should have said arcane sigils.
Is Vespers in that book?
The irises.
The Iris family.
But yes, so his question, do you have any sigils or anything like that?
She hands him the note.
He looks at it and just kind of freezes for a second, then looks up. I don't understand. Why did Andreas give you House Greysky's coordinates?
Oh.
Because it is important.
Yes. I was hoping for outside, but inside works too.
Strange. You come demanding me, knowing me of my business, but yet you won't tell me of your business. He gives Sai a glare.
She actually smiles to him.
What?
In a kind of
This
menacing
is out of
smile. She's not genuinely smiling, she's menacingly smiling.
Well, I guess that just means You didn't deserve it, like I didn't.
He rips the paper in half.
No.
You forget your place.
My place? As a servant under house bar? Maybe.
You're a
But
hireling. You
cuz-
are disposable.
Okay. I will walk out of this house and you will negotiate with a noble herself. Maybe then your attitude will change. She trots toward the door to the house.
And you're turning it back on
leaves.
your friend, are you?
She knows what I'm doing. She knows that I'm not abandoning this mission. I have already promised that I would go through with this.
Well, you better step through the circle then, because I'm activating it. I guess that leaves you two choices. Either you can walk out on your friend, or you can walk in with her.
He trots back.
That's what I thought, peasant filth. He activates the circle.
So we're not on the circle, right?
Not yet.
Well, Sai isn't.
Okay. Look. She's not filth.
I need
She's
to do it.
She
stubborn.
forgets her place.
But look, Sai, let's just start this. And Espen,
Yes?
I know the others told you about a noble recently. Don't hurt her.
If the story is true, I find it very hard to believe. But I'll be speaking with Andreas shortly after the two of you leave.
She nods.
He walks out, pauses, looks back. Oh, and you, he points to say, don't bother coming back. He walks out.
And once he's out of earshot, she whispers, "That's too bad."
Joke's on him.
She has to come back for another shot of the ring.
Now let's go. And Corvine steps through the portal.
She nods, enters
Or
the circle.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm currently doing some thinking as a DM and making a quick decision.
It's your fault that we ended up like this, not ours.
That's true.
It was on purpose.
Oh no.
So the split that we were originally going to do ourselves is now the DM's
You were like,
fault.
no, don't do that. And then he does it anyway.
When you guys split, I might have gone, yes.
This is the exact split.
Yeah,
Let's see
no.
why you do
Almost.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Yeah.
you do this?
So, who wants
It's
to
okay. We have Vesper.
Vesper
Really,
safe.
just. Well, actually, we're putting him in danger again. So I guess.
But he's with Dandy. Plus 5-1. So
Yeah.
he's safe.
Don't worry, you guys are fine. You're nothing. Wow.
It's fine.
So who wants to go first?
But are
But-
we as fine as
Dandy.
Corvin's dad?
Dandy broke his promise.
Things have changed, and he didn't have time to correct them.
It's not really
So-
his fault, so you can't really hold that against him.
No,
Sidewong is
now you
still
totally
going to update Sae on the script.
So who's going first?
I'm going first.
All right.
Unless Corvin wants to go first, because she's so mad.
Jay. You know what? Corvine
Let's
is
do
going
Barbarian.
first because, you know,
All right.
I'm tired of family members getting kidnapped.
That
Boy, Tide sure is kidnapped.
Go get him, Corvine.